We've actually had a couple very important things take place over the last 18 hours or so. And why this is so important is the last time this happened, both BTC and ADA actually managed to run 10+%. And we've obviously woke up to a sea of green this morning, and it's a question of, does this continue as the day goes on? There's a very important chart I need to show you guys. And even despite some of the red yesterday, this other trend continued to remain consistent. And we're going to talk about all that and more in this video. So if you guys are new or haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below, hit that bell. It's free to do. It'll keep you updated anytime there's new content live here on the channel. Looking at the daily chart for ADA, you guys can see some green. Very exciting sign of 3.68% on the day. BTC doing a very good job of breaking out here as well. What's very exciting about this is BTC has reached the highest prices we have seen since all the way on February 24th. So this is BTC kind of breaking into a new zip code. And why this is so important is this tends to lead other assets on a similar path. I will say BTC dominance still kind of putzing around this, 64.5% range. It hasn't really broken down in a major way yet, but still continues to look somewhat toppy in these ranges. But biggest thing we're waiting for is obviously USDT dominance drop off, which I'll get to in just a moment here. But what I think is so important about this is if we look actually at the 12-hour charts in terms of ADA and BTC, we can obviously see ADA's on the verge of a breakout. Very, very exciting sign. I'm not going to get insanely excited about this yet, but what we are seeing is actually a cross on that 12-hour stochastic RSI. And why this is so significant is the last several times ADA has done this, it went on a 12% surge from basically back here around the 17th or so, up to some of those levels that we saw back around the 25th. Okay, actually that would have been a 16+% surge. Saw a similar surge back here April 7th through April 12th. Very exciting sign. And BTC again indicating a similar cross like it saw back here in the early part of April as well. So what this is signifying is that we may actually be starting to see a little bit of momentum carrying into this. Even despite yesterday's red day, we are starting to see bullishness take over. Great sign. It's exactly what we want to see. I found this chart that I thought was very interesting as well. So this is actually Bitcoin versus PMI. And what's very significant about this here too is that every time we see this green bubble pop up here, this is from TechDev52, it's a parabolic inflection in the market. So we actually saw this cross take place right in the latter part of last year. And yes, we've obviously had some downs in here as well. You can see there are times of flat, but this has led BTC to surge to some of those significant highs. Obviously, those were steeper. We've dealt with some black swan events, some negative events, negative news, loud noise, and that has kind of slowed things down. But every time it has continued to lead to those moments. Now, what is very exciting here as well is we did in fact see overnight BTC dominance return down to about that 5% range. And what you're seeing is money actively buying the dips. We keep talking about, all this capital on the sidelines that just continues to buy dips. And the great news about this is you keep seeing this capital replenished. All right. I think we talked about yesterday, this significant surge in capital entering the crypto market, entering exchanges. That's a huge sign for the space, because the more we see this take advantage of dips, the more we see stability in terms of price, the better we create a floor, the easier we can create more significant moves to the upside. And it's a process to get there, right? Now, what I will say is that yesterday was the first institutional outflow day we have actually seen since all the way back on, what would that have been? The 14th of April. Now, why this is so significant is, although it was an outflow day, BlackRock actually added $267 million worth of BTC. They actually added more yesterday with this negative news, bad GDP report, bad PEC report than they did the day prior. Okay, and you guys can see just the here. I gotta cover my box here. You guys can just see the sea of buying that they're continuing to do. So you're seeing a lot of confidence begin to re-enter the market in terms of institutional players. This is a very significant sign. The last several times we've seen this, we've gone on market rallies. It's a very big deal. Now, that being said, I did open up some long positions yesterday. I opened up another ADA long. It's up about 53% currently. I opened up a SHIB long, up about 38.89%. I opened up a SHIB long actually Margex as well. That's up 53%. And again, if you guys do want to check out any of these platforms, there are links in the description below. You can actually earn up to $10,000 in deposit and trading bonuses. So feel free to check those out if you guys would like. But we have the opportunity to have a significant turn in the back half of the week here. I think a lot of it again is going to come back to the jobs report. Do we have enough momentum to basically counteract a lot of this bad news that we've been dealing with in the middle of the week here? So I appreciate you guys as always. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know your thoughts below, but have a great day. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take care.